The two most important objectives, I would say, are to dispel myths and to reduce stigma. And for myths, most people, I think, don't know that much about sex work. They might just have seen all of the stereotypical images that show up on the news of women leaning into car windows and big high heels. So they might just have these narrow images of what sex work is. By telling stories from many different people, we can show that sex work is this, and sex work is this, and sex work is this. Sex work is all of these different experiences, and sex workers are all of these different people. And so, and they're real people with dimensioned lives. So we're hoping to bring people a little bit into that. And then for the stigma, if you take a group of sex workers and you ask them what is the worst thing about being a sex worker, in unison they will all say the stigma. And again, stories are a powerful way to counter stigma, because stigma is really rooted in misperception and stereotype.
There's the idea in society that only very desperate, demoralized women, and also that only women, because male and people on the genderqueer spectrum would never be mentioned in this narrative, that only the most demoralized and addicted and desperate and dysfunctional women would choose sex work, and that someone such as myself, who's happy and enjoys her life and enjoys her work, that just doesn't happen, because it's supposed to disempower women. We're supposed to only want to express ourselves sexually in certain narrow ways. I've even had people that are personal friends get angry with me for advocating for my rights, because they say, well, sure, you have choice. What about the women who don't? And what I say to that is, we already have laws that protect people, theoretically anyway, they're on the books. And we have laws against sexual assault, we have laws against forcible confinement, and all the things that people fear will happen. We don't need a special set of laws for sex work. We just want those laws to apply to us as well. Because the way that it is now, if a sex worker is working for an agency and something happens to them, and the agency won't deal with the police, then the police won't intervene, and that's a problem.